can't be that bad. Oh, it 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 can't be that bad.
If this sounds like a creepy funhouse of death, it's because it is.
Yeah, pretty much. If you've ever been to a Chuck E. Cheese and you felt threatened by the animatronics, you're not alone.
No, because they were able to make a whole movie about it.
Yeah, obviously the makers here had some real harsh feelings toward Chuck E. Cheese or the jungle. Do they have animatronics at the jungle?
No.
No, that's just like a big-ass jungle gym. Big-ass indoors playground?
Yeah.
Okay. I was never really a jungle
This is for
kid.
sure a play on Chuck E. Cheese.
Yes. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, because do you remember Chuck E. Cheese and the rest of the animatronics?
Yes, I used to get scared of them.
Because I only remember Chuck E. Cheese. That's it.
Oh, there was Chucky.
Mm-hmm. Chuck, because E
Chuck
was his
E. Cheese.
middle initial, yeah.
You know what you know what his middle name is?
What?
Entertainment.
Chuck Entertainment Cheese?
Yeah, Entertainment is his middle name.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like they could have thought that out a little bit more. I'm not satisfied. And if I was a kid and someone told me, oh, his middle name is this big word.
Well, and
Fuck
also
you.
I've heard that the reason why you celebrate your birthday at Chuck E. Cheese was because he never got to celebrate his birthday. So he celebrates birthdays with all the kids.
So is this a deep conspiracy theory?
No, this is like
This is a real thing.
This is like the Chuck E. Cheese story.
Really?
Yeah.
And was the owner of Chuck E. Cheese, was it an actual Chuck or was it a guy named Charles?
No, man, this is just a story about it.
So the mouse actually
The mouse
has
never
a
got to celebrate his
story.
birthday. Yeah, of course. Every character does.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't realize. I thought it was just like a mascot for this play place.
Everything needs a backup.
You think a kid would actually question, hey, where are you from? Why are you big and not like a small mouse? You'd think that they just... Do you think kids really thought Chuck E. Cheese was a real entity?
Some kids did.
Fuck, dude, that's terrifying.
That's why they got so scared when he came around at the parties.
Yeah, I mean, like, stay on stage. I'm trying to eat pizza.
Gross pizza.
Yeah, it seems like it's old pizza, cold pizza.
Mold pizza.
Honestly, I don't think that any Chuck E. Cheese is hygienic. And I haven't been in a while.
I would agree. I've been one in the last couple of years because I have a niece and nephew, but yeah.
Imagine how dirty a ball pit is. Really. We live nowadays.
Great sentence.
Everything.
Great sentence.
What? Imagine how dirty a ball pit. Oh, that's kind of
Great sentence.
Yeah, out of context. That's
Welcome.
Hey, welcome to another episode of ICBTB podcast.
Also known as
It Can't Be That Bad podcast. Baddies, what's up? Welcome again. If you just listened to our highly relevant episode earlier this week, thank you very much. And thank you for returning for our movie episode.
Thank you.
Because at the end of the day, this is a movie podcast.
Movies.
And every single time I point at Alejandro, he will scream a random word. That's not a random word. That's disgusting.
Sorry, I misunderstood.
Honestly, your mic is kind of fucked up now because you've done so much shit and burping into it.
I didn't burp into it. I was looking at the camera. We can check the film.
Gas spreads, dude. It's not linear.
Gas. That okay. Yeah, okay. Okay.
I see you trying to argue with me, and you're
But you're right. Yeah. You know what? Actually, you're right.
thank you very much. It's very scarce that you actually just say those two words.
You know, it's not the first time I've been wrong, but I tell you what,
What?
it is the last time. We watched a film called
Willy's Wonderland. We both had to look at the screen because it's such a bonkers name, and it's hard to remember it.
I get it confused because it's two W's. I always think it's Wonder Woman 84.
I think we're literally the only two people on Earth that mix up this movie and Wonder Woman 84.
I was like, where's Gal Gadot?
Yeah, I miss her.
Where's Chris Pine?
I miss him.
Where's
Those are the only two
Pedro
actors.
Pascal?
I miss him
Where's
too.
Kirsten Wiig?
And those are really the only four notable actors, I think, from that movie. Right?
No.
Name one more.
Jodie Foster.
Stop. No Jodie Foster. And no, fuck. Why did I have to think about that? I'm upset. But we do have a big hitter in this movie. And his name, my friend, is
Nicolas Cage. Or as he's known around the block, Nik
Cage.
Cage.
That's right.
I like how you like were nervous. You weren't sure that's where I was going to go with it. But
With you, dude.
you got it.
With you, it's always a wild card.
Ain't it always?
That's literally what I just said. It's always a wild card.
I got a synopsis coming at you here.
Right at you.
Actually, I have like a whole itty bitty nitty gritty. If that pleases the court.
You could do it all, man. Just like every episode. What?
How much you do it then?
You want me to? Sometimes, once in a blue moon, you let me do the nitty bitty.
Let me check the moon chart
gritty.
on my Apple Watch.
Is there actually a moon chart on there?
Yeah, it's a waxing crescent tonight.
Okay.
Why don't
cool.
you do it?
All right. If it pleases the court, I actually don't give a fuck. I'm gonna do it anyway.
It does please the court, so continue.
We watched a movie called Willy's Wonderland, which just came out. It's fresh off the boat.
Honestly, not even a week old.
No, 6 days from when we're recording this. It was made in 2021. It's a horror thriller, and it has a runtime of 1 hour and 29 minutes. Or 89 minutes for you people that can't really do the math.
89.
But we don't like to assume. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do the synopsis.
89, hang on, time out. 89 is actually more heterosexual than 69.
What would the number 8 really mean in terms of...
8 is the girl.
I guess so. Yeah. She's like voluptuous.
Because like a 69 is actually kind of like a gay position.
It doesn't have to be. It could be whatever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about the number 69?
No. My mother listens to this episode.
Yeah. Sorry, Heidi.
Sorry, Mom.
All right, synopsis. Coming right at you.
Right at you.
Are you sad that I'm doing this? You're the one that
just
said I
like you
could do
did
it.
both parts. I got nothing to do now.
I fucking forgot. Hi. This is the synopsis.
Oh, shit.
What?
Hi, this is the synopsis. Is how it starts?
Dude, I don't really do this.
This is the most bonkers synopsis ever.
When his car breaks down, a quiet loner agrees to clean an abandoned family fun center in exchange for repairs. He soon finds himself waging war against possessed animatronic mascots while trapped inside Willy's Wonderland. This movie was released on February 12th, 2021. The director is Kevin Lewis, and it has a budget of $5 million. Do you want to guess the box office? I don't have the number. You're going to guess it, and we'll find out later.
Check Wikipedia. I think I have another page open on the Wikipedia page. It should be there.
With a movie this fresh, are they going to have like an accurate...
I don't know how accurate it would be, but there should have a box office recoup. I think...
And it's available like on all streaming services. I rented it personally on Amazon Prime.
I rented it from Apple.
Yes, $20.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
because this is the release. The release was on streaming because there are no movie theaters. It was a limited movie theater release.
Yeah, so wherever there are movie theaters open, they're probably playing this movie. Yeah, Nic Cage is probably all over Texas right now.
I think this movie made at least $90,000.
$90,000. Let's
if
see.
they're doing $20 a pop.
How much did I say? Was the budget?
60 mil?
I'll have to take a look at it again. Here, use your computer. I don't know how to do this stuff.
Whoa, where are you?
I have no clue. I was just clicking on stuff. You told me Wikipedia. I clicked on 2 things.
Whoa, that man is inside of that other man.
Stop.
Okay.
Stop. You disgusting human.
Christian, this movie had a budget of $5 million. Wow, I was way off. Would you like to guess the box office?
Okay, I'm going to think $100,000.
$107,000, $145.
You think it's going to make its money back?
I don't know if movies are going to make their money back on just straight to VOD release. It's tough, especially if they're charging $20 a pop and I don't even get to own it.
Yeah, dude,
you know
$20.
What I mean?
If
I could have waited a month.
Yeah.
Paid an $8 rental and been just as happy. Mm-hmm. Or paid $20 and owned it.
Like, it is a hefty price, and I wanted to pay it because I know that this is just an independent film, and
I will say
they need the money.
I will say worth it, though.
Yeah.
Like, if I would have paid $20 for a movie ticket, I wouldn't have been, like, my $20 is right on the film.
Yeah.
Like, you can see it on the screen.
And you could watch this with other people, too. It's a fun watch.
It's a fun movie.
Make fun of the movie.
It's a Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. And if you're not familiar with that, that's like an old computer game that has like these scary fucking mascots. They are legitimately
They're
terrifying.
animatronics, too.
Yeah, animatronics. Yeah. I keep calling animatronics mascots because they're just moving mascots, right?
They're robotic mascots.
There we go. I'll take that. But yeah, this movie was fucking crazy. You just you recommended this to me 2-3 days ago.
When it dropped, I saw the commercial on Instagram.
Yeah.
And immediately I knew it was going to be
crazy.
And I didn't really know what we were getting into. So when I sent it to you and you said you were down, I was like, all right. I mean, I'm in it for Nic Cage. I'm in it because it's a hot new IP, like I'm all about it.
Yeah, there's a cult following for sure for modern day Nic Cage.
And this movie will have a cult following because it's fun. I have a feeling we'll see some of these actors a little bit more.
Yes.
We already know one of them is in a fairly big name film that we'll get into in a second.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling this is going to be a fun film to kind of go back to and be like, hey, remember when we first met?
So-and-so. But, okay, we'll get into it. Let's just get into the movie. We have a lot to talk about.
Movie opens with, two people being murdered, getting the shit murdered out of them.
Yeah.
Like any good scary film. But the movie really opens with Nic Cage driving his beautiful, like 2020 Camaro, and pops all 4 tires.
Yeah. Yes.
Tow truck pulls up and says, hey, we can take care of this. Takes him to the car shop. Of course, it's going to be a bunch of money, and he needs him to pay it in cash right away.
And something already feels sketch. There's an ATM at this car shop, but it's beat down, and he can't get any cash from this ATM.
And the reasoning was kind of sketch, too. The reasoning was like, oh, we don't really have internet out here, so none of the ATMs work.
Yeah, cash only. And and it's $1,000 that he's charging. No one's holding $1,000 in cash.
But if you're willing to work it off, yeah. I know a guy who can give you a job for the night, and then you can pay it off.
And so Nicolas Cage, who is this loner, slated as the janitor, he meets this dude named Tex who owns Willy's Wonderland, which is basically the scariest fuck Chuck E. Cheese.
Tex McAdoo.
Tex McAdoo. What a silly name. And he has the fakest mustache that I've ever seen.
I didn't realize it was fake until the flashbacks.
The flashbacks, those were even faker.
Yes, of course it's a fake mustache, but like I didn't realize it was a fake mustache until the flashbacks. And then when we see him again at the end of the movie, I was like, oh, he's still wearing a fake mustache. Like,
yeah, he didn't have the decency to grow it out. It's not even that thick of a mustache. Dude, 2 weeks, unless this guy really just can't grow a mustache.
You know, I don't blame him.
Oh.
I think if you're an actor, the speed of facial hair shouldn't limit the roles you get.
Do you think that that's actually happened though? Do you think that's somewhere when you're in the hiring process? Like, can you grow a beard within 3 months? Because we have to shoot in 3 months.
I do know actors who have that on their resume of like can grow facial hair in 3 months or 3 weeks.
You should just get a derma roller and put it on your upper lip.
You got one in the bathroom, don't you?
Yeah, but it's old. You don't want to use that shit.
Oh, I'll lick it clean.
Here, I'll just give you some of my chest hair. You can put on your upper lip.
I have some of my own chest hair. Thank you very much.
How many?
6.
I'm sorry. I'm being so mean.
So Nicolas Cage gets tasked to clean Willy's Wonderland for one night. Mm-hmm. And if he does, he gets his car back ready to go.
Yeah.
That scares me already. The fact that Nic Cage is like, yeah, I'll do it.
Nic Cage.
So cool.
But
so calm.
We know nothing about his character. He says literally
0
lines. Zip nada. But his facial expressions.
Doesn't even make sense.
He grunts maybe 3 times.
No, he dances. That's the most expression we get from him is when he's dancing.
Best part of the film. Best scene of the film is him dancing.
The breaks are my favorite part of the whole scene.
Yeah.
The whole movie. Anyways, so he's tasked and the guy gives him his rules, of course. He's like, hey, this is the Willy's Wonderland. I need you to mop the floors, clean the windows. Here's a staff shirt for you. Here's a stack of them. Go ahead but don't forget to take breaks, which was like a weird caveat.
They made it a point to put a lot of emphasis on, hey, don't forget to take your breaks.
And sure enough, Nicolas Cage follows the directions to the T.
Every single time. A great worker.
Even after he dirties the floor, which we'll get to, he cleans up right after himself.
Whatever his character's actual job is in this movie, you think because his work ethic is
incredible.
Impeccable. Hired in a heartbeat. This guy,
but he wasn't hired for his work ethic. He was hired because he needed it. But he was a man of his word. Mm-hmm. That was the one thing I noticed was why he kept taking those breaks was because Tex told him to.
Yeah,
and he's gonna finish this. He's gonna stay here all night. He's gonna clean this building, and he's gonna do it to the best of his ability. And that is what makes him a hero.
He is legitimately a good guy, a great worker. Does not harm anyone that is not an animatronic. Right?
And in fact stops Liv from attacking one of the animatronics in cold blood.
Yes. And we'll get into
because he's only there he only fights in self-defense.
That's what it is. It's such I like Nicolas Cage. I miss him and I want him to be in more movies.
Better fighting than Nicolas Cage in Jiu-Jitsu.
Oh yeah, this.
Oh yeah.
Oh, 100%.
The janitor versus Jiu-Jitsu Nic Cage. Who wins? The janitor.
The janitor for sure. Jiu-Jitsu Nic Cage was just kind of like sloppy and old. Really good, really talented. I mean, he was able to fend off some aliens. But this guy, his fighting, his combat was just efficient. That's
It was John Wick-esque. So at the same time that he has to spend the night in this building, there's these group of kids who decide that they are going to take it upon themselves to burn down this gate to hell.
Yeah. We have the main girl, the main actress. Her name is Emily
Pasta.
I wrote in my notes, and it auto-corrected to Tostitos. Emily Tostitos. But she plays Liv, and she's very pretty, and I feel like there's potential with her. She has like quite a large following on Instagram.
The only thing I didn't like was that she got in the car with Nic Cage at the end. Spoilers.
You didn't like that?
He's too old for her.
Do you think that's a romantic thing? I don't think it was a romantic thing going on.
Only because the song was Freebird, and in the lyric that was playing right before he got in the car was like, if I stay here with you, it's gonna ruin my life. So then she gets in the car with him.
I saw it as more of like a paternal thing because Nicolas Cage is like 55, man.
I guess
and this girl's like 20.
I also I don't see Nicolas Cage as like a sexual being in this film.
No.
Right? I didn't see it as like her like, oh, now I'm in love with him. But I did see it as like a weird like, she doesn't even know this guy. Why would you? It's the same feeling I got.
What?
From when Mila Kunis suddenly learned all of Book of Eli's secrets. It's like, oh, when did Eli teach you all of this stuff?
That part confused you. And that was your least favorite part of the movie?
I didn't like Book of Eli.
You know, it's odd that you're questioning this part of the movie when the first hour and a half...
It took me an hour and 15 minutes to get to a part where I'm like, I don't believe it.
Really?
No,
really?
I mean, of course the whole movie was bonkers, but that, honestly, now that I'm saying it, that is honestly the part that took me out of it. And it was
crazy.
At the very end where I was like...
Well, you're lucky it was the very end.
Because I loved it. Because I was cool with it. Because I understood, like, I love, first of all, the first animatronic he kills is Ozzy the ostrich.
Yes.
And he rips Ozzy's spinal cord out of his mouth.
I was just struck. At this point, I was like, wow, the special effects, not that bad.
No, great.
They put the $5 million to good use.
Filmed very, very artistically.
Great cameras, great angles. Like you said, we were texting about it. Good storytelling. The story itself, not the best.
No, but impeccable storytelling.
Told well. Flashbacks,
yes.
used well.
The A story, B story, explained well. The intertwining of the two, the way that it wasn't too camp. It was, like I'm saying, a cult classic film.
There's a group of kids, like 5 or 6, like teenagers that Liv is a part of, is the leader of that, and they try to burn down this place. But before doing so, they want to rescue Nicolas Cage, who's stuck inside, right? And these characters are so outrageous that I can't believe that they would actually be friends in this universe.
It is truly like a Scooby-Doo gang of kids. You know what I mean? Like,
but I could believe the Scooby-Doo gang were friends that actually grab burgers if they're not solving mysteries. But these kids, I can't imagine hanging out outside of like not burning a Willy's Wonderland.
I also like that you imagine the mystery crew grabbing burgers.
It's the 70s. Burgers exist, dude. What do you think they're eating in the
burgers?
Yeah,
you're right. You're 100% right.
Thank you very much.
They do have like I do also like that in this film. They're like, we don't have just one black guy in that group.
We have 2.
But one of them wears glasses.
One of them is nerdy, and the other one is kind of cool.
But the nerdy one's the one who grows weed.
Oh, that's right,
yeah,
huh?
2021, baby.
Weird joke. So yeah, he hands a joint to the rest of his friends, and
he's like, "What's it called?" He's like, "Oh, I grew this myself. It's called No Clue."
How much THC is in here?
No clue.
And that's the end of the bit. I was like, okay.
The writer loved himself for that joke.
The writer patted himself on the back.
When he typed that up, he was like, I can't wait to sell this script.
I can't wait to win an Oscar.
You think this is going to be up for an Oscar?
I think so.
For screenwriting?
Yeah.
I like it. I would vote for it if I was part of the Academy.
I would put it up there for sure.
So the kids are on the roof trying to save Liv and Nicolas Cage, and they fall through the ceiling.
Yes.
And
I just want to say, they were perfectly safe. They had a solid plan of just burning this place to the ground until Liv tried to be a martyr and crawled into this space and brought the rest of her friends in there.
No, she didn't want them to go in there. She told them to stay safe. And like, I think Liv
Let's hear it.
wanted to die in there so she could die where her parents did.
That's a crazy theory, but I don't think so. The way she fought, maybe she wanted to die in there because she was taking too much time thinking about taking too much time looking at her friends dying, saying sorry to her dying friends, and then moving on to the next room.
Did you also think it was really funny how like the whole Willy's Wonderland is completely disgusting and dirty and gross?
Yeah.
Except for the air vents that Liv is crawling through.
Clean.
Completely clean.
Unless Nicolas Cage already
Clean those
it.
first.
Yeah.
But then how come we didn't see the alligator in there? Alligator.
You think that you think that alligator was chilling in the vents the entire movie up until Liv crawled through?
I don't know. I did think that is that maybe like a subtle joke of like, you know how there's alligators in the sewers.
Now
This is alligators in the airways.
if the writers are creating jokes as
meta as that.
as intelligent as No Clue Weed, then I'm gonna say
Yes.
no. That's too deep of a
I
joke.
got it. I understand it.
And I appreciate it.
They're gonna listen to this podcast and say, one person got it.
Yes.
You're welcome.
You're doing them a service.
I'm doing everybody a service by doing this podcast.
Yes. Baddies, we're making fun of this movie, but that's because
we love it.
they knew it was going to get made fun of. They knew what they were making. It's
Then they
silly.
had fun making it.
It's so fun.
Which of these animatronics do you think you could win in a fight against?
Ooh, shit. Let's see. Okay, let's list them out for the baddies. We got Willy the Weasel.
Willy the Weasel's a lead guy.
Yeah, it's Willy of Willy's Wonderland, right?
His right-hand man is Gus the Gorilla.
Yes, we got Gus the Gorilla. We have Cammy Chameleon.
Tito the Turtle.
Yep. We have Siren Sarah.
Oh, terrifying.
Kind of hot. A little bit.
No, sir.
I mean, because it's a fit
No, sir.
actress in there
You need to masturbate.
doing the gymnastics.
Because if that's what you think is hot.
I'm sorry.
That devil mouth.
Okay, no, the face. No,
The devil mouth.
she is terrifying. She is terrifying, but I was impressed by her physical stature.
The only one that I didn't like was Tito Turtle.
Was he just too
'Cause he
racially
kinda
offensive?
Yes, and because he kind of gave up really quick. Like, all of them fought to the death, and he right away was like, please stop beating me up.
Oh, he was kind of a puss, yeah. Because
Cammy Chameleon, though, genius.
mastermind, evil mastermind.
Secretly, I think that's actually Willy.
I think should have been Willy.
Because we don't ever hear Willy the Weasel talk. But Cammy the Chameleon does. I bet you the real Willy switched bodies with Cammy the Chameleon.
Ooh.
And that's why he had a body that could... I was also thinking Cammy Chameleon was going to do like a Predator-esque disappearing act.
Uh-huh.
Now that would have been cool.
Well, because no,
'Cause she's a
Cammy
chameleon.
The first time we see Cammy Chameleon, she fucks up. What's terrifying about Cammy Chameleon is that she's looking for one of the kids that's inside of the play place, right? And she is telling these lies like, "Hi, I'm not like the rest of these animatronics. They treat me mean. They call me ugly."
How scared... Christian, you would fall for that.
No.
Really?
Maybe.
If somebody was like, they
High-
treat me
high
bad,
school
like, I
Christian.
would want to help you.
I'm
Can
a
you
little
help
more-
me? What if somebody was like, can you help me, please? I also want to get out. Please, I also want to get out. Please, I'll help you.
I've seen-
I'll help you, please.
I've seen too many post-apocalyptic movies and zombie apocalypse movies where survivors have to fend for themselves. And I'm older now, dude. I'm pushing 28.
older now.
And I'm a little
I would
jaded,
kill
dude.
Siren Sarah.
I was screaming. You would kill Siren Sarah?
I would shoot her right in the head.
So you would have a gun in this movie?
Not enough guns in this movie.
No. I mean, it's incredible how easy these animatronics go down. Either that or Nicolas Cage is a fucking beast.
I think that's what it is.
He is
because
strong.
They don't actually go down all that easy. Because think about how many stabs Siren Sarah took. And then, like, got chopped up, got thrown in the dumpster, and still lived to kill, spoilers, Tex.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe Siren Sarah just has the best endurance out of all
Maybe
these
Siren
animatronics.
Sarah is actually Willy Weasel.
How come Willy Weasel just can't be Willy Weasel in
Because
your
I
brain?
was really let down by the final fight with the weasel.
Yeah, it's
I feel
not
like
really
the
bad.
fight in the bathroom against Gus was a way more intense fight.
I hated that fight.
Why?
Because
That was scary.
that was the least amount of special effects used in this film. They're like, okay, Gus the Gorilla can easily pass off as literally just a mascot costume who popped out of a bathroom stall.
They all were like that.
No, Cammy Chameleon was definitely more animatronic.
That was the best out of all of them, though.
Siren Sarah had one of the best headpieces that made her absolutely
She looks
terrifying.
like Tinkerbell from Disneyland.
She's a satanic Tinkerbell is what it was.
I can't wait to go to sleep tonight.
Oh, yeah. Good luck, dude. Which I'm surprised because you're not a fan of horror films. Is this really pushing the boundaries on it?
No, I think I'm getting better at horror films.
Because of me. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
You're welcome.
Thank you. No, thank you.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
You're welcome. But I also understood that this movie was going to be kind of campy.
Yeah.
Right. So I just the whole premise of it, just from the trailer alone, like this idea of like if you can spend the night in this building, I will give you whatever you want is like not an unheard of premise.
Yeah.
But the fact that it's like with animatronics,
Yes.
that's where I like it.
Done well. I think
Done really well.
the purposeful camp, the quality of the special effects really did surprise me. Even some of the sound effects that were used were a little too much.
Like, I know we're talking about her a lot. Siren Sarah's footsteps.
Yes. Since it was just a normal person doing the robot with the Siren Sarah headpiece,
It was a lot.
She had to be really good at doing the robot.
And her walk, like all the way, was a long walk.
Are you yawning?
I am. Her walk was a long walk, but like they did the every single step.
It was kind of satisfying.
I thought it was a bit long.
Yeah, okay. It did take a long time for her
they
to
could have cut
get there.
that in half.
Yeah, but they wanted to show off this robotic sound effect.
They paid for this Foley artist, and we're gonna hear this Foley artist.
That's exactly what it was, dude. Give that man his credit, or woman her credit, because they're coming up with some ridiculous sound effects that's making this movie campy, but that's what it is, dude.
If you were a Foley artist, how would you make the sound of robot walking?
Exactly just how I did it.
With your mouth.
Oh, okay. Probably if I didn't have materials next. How else, dude? By myself in animatronic?
A transmission changing gears. And then I would change it 4 octaves higher.
Smart. Okay. All right.
Thank you. That was on the fly. Not bad, huh?
My follow-up answer would have been, I'll just buy myself an animatronic, put the microphone next to the animatronic, control the animatronic, and see what noises it makes. Because what better noises to get than
the actual thing?
Fuck yeah, dude.
The reason why they do Foley artist thing is so that they can record it cheaply instead of having to buy an animatronic. But like the way you do your Foley artist is like, no. I buy a spaceship just so we can get the sound of the spaceship.
The studio will lose money if they hire me as a Foley artist.
But sounds real.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I don't know if you've ever seen the Titanic. That's not the way a boat sounds when it sinks. I know what a boat sounds like when it sinks.
That's why I bought a Titanic myself.
Titanic 2.
Mm-hmm. And we sunk that shit.
Sunk it to the bottom of the Atlantic.
And you want to hear how it sounds?
Exactly like it does in the movie.
Perfect.
But this is a real boat sinking.
Yeah, hire me, Hollywood. Hire us.
Can you tell the difference?
Dude, we're fucking geniuses,
Professionals can. Could you have survived the night there?
No, dead. It depends. Like I said, Nicolas Cage is making it look easy.
You made your answer. You've made this bed, now lay in it.
I would hide in the ball pit for 24 hours.
That seems like a place that, honestly, I wouldn't have survived either.
Because
Nic Cage is like a 6th degree black belt in 4 or 5 different martial arts in this film.
He's a big dude, and like with his age, he's still kind of like burly.
I'll tell you what I would have been able to win though.
What?
The pinball. I want a Willy's Wonderland pinball machine. We said we wanted the shirts.
Yes.
When we get our studio, I really, really want a Willy's Wonderland pinball machine. Well, you know how meta that would be for us to have that in our studio?
That pinball machine exists.
Must exist.
At least that one that was used in the movie.
It's at Nic Cage's house.
You think so?
It's gotta be.
How much of the $5 million do you think they gave to Nic Cage to be in this movie? I wonder how much. Do you think
he got paid less because he doesn't? He probably gets paid by the line.
He just needs. Well, he had 0 lines, dude. What? So they gave him what?
The SAG minimum.
Just okay. So that's I don't know what it is. I know it's not a lot. He
Good thing we don't have a movie podcast.
right. I wish he
I don't think
at some point he spoke.
No, I think this
Really?
jujitsu. I think he's just doing films that he finds fun now.
You think he read the script before actually agreeing to this, or his agent was just like, "Do it. You need the money, Nick."
He was a producer on this film.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Really? I respect it so much more.
Because he probably read the script, enjoyed the silliness, the camp of it, and they're like, if you really want this made, we're going to need some sort of star power in it.
You think he's still...
Because why did we watch this film?
Because of him.
Exactly. That's why anybody's watching this
He
film.
knows he has pull. He knows he attracts a certain crowd of people. He probably doesn't attract like...
Academy Award winners.
Yeah,
But
people that are looking for that.
I would throw up to $20 at Nicolas Cage. And guess what? I just did.
That's exactly $40 with us combined. Man.
Well, the two of us standing next to each other.
I mean, people, you baddies out there, you guys could pirate it, but really do it justice. They put some effort into it.
And your $20 goes onto the screen.
Like if this was a big ass movie where they
Like
could
Fast and the Furious 32.
where they're gonna
say
make millions of fucking dollars.
You'll be okay. But this movie didn't get a release. They pushed it over a year because of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
It was supposed to be released last year. Give them your American money, or other money.
Canadian dollars, wherever you are, use that currency.
Canadian, I believe their money is called yen.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Interesting.
What was do you have a favorite scene? Do you have a favorite fight scene?
Let's see. The ostrich one, the beginning one was really good.
Ostrich was dope. The killing Gus the gorilla was dope.
That's good. As much as I said that I hated that fight scene, Gus the gorilla's death was dope as hell.
And the two reoccurring bits of him going to change his shirt and cleaning up, and then having to take a break every few hours. Mm-hmm. I love the reoccurring joke.
It's a good bit. It's a good bit, and he before I move on to that, Gus the gorilla's death, curb stomped against a urinal. Nicolas Cage is just trying to like clean up in the bathroom. Hears some weird noises.
What is that incredible all-purpose cleaner that he is using?
No clue, because my cleaners don't do that.
No, his all-purpose cleaner makes that bathroom perfectly clean. Cleans mirrors, streak-free, gets rid of spray paint, cleans grime.
Permanent marker he's getting rid of. It seems like
Those urinals are back to pristine white.
This is a job that would take days, and he did it in
multiple
hours.
Products.
You think so?
Minutes. He did it in minutes because he does the whole building.
That's what
in
it
8 hours.
felt like, man. Because I have lab grade isopropyl alcohol, and that shit cleans stuff.
Eats anything.
But I can't use that. I mean, I wouldn't be able to get rid of graffiti. I wouldn't be able to. I mean,
maybe.
Yeah, but in the amount of time that he was able to clean up graffiti,
maybe it's the rags. Maybe it's not the cleaner. Maybe it's the tool that he's using.
Wow.
Maybe it's the spray bottle. Maybe he's spraying it. So
we're thinking too deep on this.
100%.
Yeah.
But I do want that all-purpose cleaner because he used it on everything.
Yeah.
Plastic, linoleum, metal.
My house
mirror.
would be pristine. These kids, some of them pissed me off. Right?
Well, they all did.
Yeah, they're all pretty
Dumb.
stupid.
And like in any horror film, dumb kids die.
Yes. One of the tropes that pissed me off was when... what's his name? Bobby. Mm-hmm. One of the black actors in here.
Bob.
He is with this kind of like dumb chick.
Dumb chick who knows how to pick locks and actually I think is the smartest out of all of them.
Yeah,
she just keeps to herself. Did you kind of get that?
Yes.
That she was faking the dumb girl?
That was just her character. Well, yeah, because she was the only one that knew how to pick the handcuff lock.
And she kind of like shared a look with Liv and then was like, uh-huh. And then like turned around and like did one of those like laughs because she didn't have many lines either. Mm-hmm. And the couple lines that she did, she said some like kind of like that.
Yes.
But like the first one she does, she kind of like gives Liv a look and is like, and then like goes into it.
Yeah, but don't you think it was dumb that she was like, they were literally terrified to enter the place once they got inside of Willy's Wonderland.
Super horny.
She got super horny.
I thought she was in on it. I thought she might be like Willy's daughter or something, and that's why she led them to it. Again, I thought she was gonna end up being like the brainchild of it all.
You thought there were gonna be like 5 twists in this movie? You thought this was gonna be Shutter Island?
That's how I would have written it.
Yeah, if you were Scorsese, but this is
Scorsese.
Is this Scorsese? Scorsese.
You know what? However you want it.
Okay.
Scorsese.
Scorsese.
Scorsese. Actually, Scorsese I think is Exactly how we should say it for the rest of our
Probably,
lives.
and with this hand gesture.
Martin Scorsese.
Spaghetti,
My
Martin
favorite
Scorsese.
film is A Good Feliz by Martin Scorsese.
We are offending so many people right now.
No, they're just Italian.
We're your favorite part of the movie?
Killing Gus the Gorilla was really good. But I did really enjoy like the reoccurring jokes, and when he gets called on break, so he gives Liv back her knife.
Yes.
And then like walks out super slow.
Nicolas Cage's work ethic is so refined that even amidst fighting these animatronics,
When it's time for break, it's time for break.
Wants to take his break. Whenever he gets dirtied up by this oil coming out of the animatronics, guess what? Changes his shirt, wipes his face.
I tell you what I didn't like.
What?
That they made Satan to like this weird body transferring being, which is not what Satan's about.
I mean, dude, that's the part that pisses you off. This bonkers movie is already so crazy, and you have the things that you like to nitpick. This is a bad movie podcast, man.
Well, because the guys who they liked killing kids, right? They were like, that's why they had Willy's Wonderland.
Yeah, was it
because they
yes.
preyed on like children and stuff like that. They're real Satanists. You're not allowed to touch kids. You're not allowed. You're only allowed to be with like full grown adults.
So Satan has boundaries at
Satan
some
has
point.
rules. Satanism has rules.
You're like, oh, at killing kids, that's where I don't do it.
No, you're not supposed to kill kids or like have sex with kids, and you're not supposed to like put yourself on someone unless they give you like the mating signal and stuff like that. Like there's rules at Satanism.
Well, that means these killers in this movie,
Bad Satanists,
just monstrous people,
like,
really bad people,
like Richard Ramirez. Bad Satanist.
Oh, you're still giving me chills, dude. I mean, I can't believe I watched that.
Did you watch the Elisa Lam documentary?
I want to.
Good.
I want to.
It's good. Honestly, save yourself 3 episodes. Just watch the 4th one. You'll be set.
Really? The first 3 episodes is just enough?
Because you know what I've noticed is like in the last episode of documentaries on Netflix, they kind of give you the recap in the first 15 minutes anyways.
Yeah. That's right. And then unless you're really interested in the early stages of whatever the story is, then watch it. But okay.
This would have been cool of like if this was like filmed like a documentary sort of thing, like we found Willy's Wonderland.
That would be interesting, like the Office style,
footage.
a mockumentary. That's if they really wanted to make this funnier.
I was thinking more like a Blair Which Project, but yeah.
Oh shit,
that scared you
a little bit.
You
Blair
kinda drew
Witch
back.
has a weird place in my heart where it's terrifying. It's fucking scary. It gives me nightmares. But also, I have some friends that it terrifies, Melissa included, that I could easily just say, I do this thing with Melissa where she's in the bedroom and I'm about to leave to go downstairs and get some food. And as I'm leaving, I turn around real quick, look at her. She looks at me and I just say, Blair Witch, and I turn off the light and I run downstairs. And it scares the shit out of her. And she screams at me.
You should, next time you do it, you should look at her and be like, who's that behind you? And then turn off the lights and run away.
What I do even better is I don't even say, who's that behind you? In the middle of talking to her, I just look over her shoulder. Like I see something behind her. And then like I change my facial expression as if I'm
But how many
struck
times
with fear.
does that joke work?
All the time.
Oh, good.
She is
Then
so...
add the one more level to it.
She knows... What?
Hey, just do the... Hey.
I'm just like, oh, don't look right... don't look behind you.
Stop. Don't look. Don't turn around.
Stop. Don't... Dude, it would terrify her.
I know exactly what to do.
I'm scaring myself.
I know exactly what to do. Go like this. Don't turn around. Kayla's behind you.
Dude, that's fucked up. That's a fucked up joke, dude. That's a fucked up joke. There are boundaries, dude.
Oh, man.
You want me to do extra girlfriend jokes with you?
No, but I just know that Melissa would hate it.
Fuck yeah, of course. She'd be
She'd
angered.
turn around like fucking Ozzy the Ostrich and peck her to death.
A nice transition. I do want to bring it back to the movie.
Thanks.
What was your favorite kill?
Ozzy's like metal nose was dope, right? But how come Tito the Tortoise didn't have like a right? Ozzy had like a
Yeah, that was his...
he had like a metal beak.
That was his weapon. That was basically how he killed.
I felt like him and Tito had very similar faces.
Yeah.
Also, like because when you first walk in, you see all of the animatronics on the stage.
Yes.
And then not one by one, but like suddenly some of them disappear and then they're back and then they disappear again and then they're in this corner. It was very confusing. So at one point, like when Tito the Turtle showed up, I was like, I forgot all about the Mexican turtle.
Oh yeah, Tito the Turtle.
Yeah, I forgot about a lot of these animatronics until they show up to die.
What's interesting about Tito the Turtle is that a turtle is considered one of the slowest animals that exist, right? But Tito the Turtle was able to chase this cop car
Way out of the building.
where Liv was, right? Escaping with the deputy. Way out of the building, miles and miles away. Grabs the deputy, chokes him to death or some shit.
Like ripped his trachea out. I'm not really sure what he did. That's the other thing is like the graphics weren't good enough for us to like see exactly how the animatronics killed people.
Yeah.
But like, oh, I think he choked him to death. I think the alligator is eating that girl. Oh, I think like
yeah, we don't know. They're vague deaths. A lot of these deaths, because okay, one of the deaths was, who was it that it was Siren Sarah, who did gymnastics, pulled one of the kids into the ball pit, and then you see Tito the Turtle come out of the cuts, and you don't know how he dies. You just know he's getting ripped apart.
a couple of people get ripped apart.
Wait, do they eat? What are the rules? Do these
All I know
evil
is-
spirits just continue to exist if they're always fed these bypassers?
I guess they have to have like much like Little Shop of Horrors. They have to feed it human blood, which is why they make these sacrifices to them.
Yeah.
But I don't know how regular they have to do it. Once a month, once a week, every day.
Yeah. How hungry do they get?
And if they eat those 5 kids, are they good for 5 days?
How does it work? Yeah, it's a big meal. You got to digest. I don't know. But once again, we're diving a little too deep into facts that don't
You
really
can't
matter.
go too deep into this one because you just got to have fun with it.
Of course.
You just got to...
And it's still very fun. We're just poking fun at it. Speaking of poking fun, I want to poke the most fun at whoever the fuck this sheriff is. Because this sheriff is always yelling.
And making all the bad decisions.
The worst decisions. She handcuffs Liv, who we find out later on lives with this sheriff.
Her stepdaughter or
Basically.
foster daughter.
Something like that. Okay.
Stolen daughter, really, because she finds her and instead of calling CPS, she's just like,
I want
"You're
you for
mine
myself.
now."
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're going to be my kid.
That's the real villain, is the sheriff.
Yeah, big twist because she was on the side of Willy trying to
Feed and save and grow. And,
basically just pacify these evil animatronics.
I mean, I do feel bad for her because she was trying to save the city, much like a sheriff should.
Yes. Which I did. Okay, I appreciate that there was some depth to her character as a villain. She wasn't doing this for... She had a reason. She was just trying to save the city.
Willy's essentially the villain.
Yes. And we don't ever hear Willy talk. Willy has a badass kill.
Why doesn't Willy talk? Like, kept expecting him to be like, "No, I found you."
He's the face of Willy's Wonderland. But he just shows up behind the sheriff and swipes her and...
Cuts her in half.
Literally. And her torso
kill.
goes flying.
Best
That's like
kill.
a great kill.
And then the blood spurts out all over Nicolas Cage's face.
Nicolas Cage is just getting dirtied up over and over again. He changes shirts 6 times.
When he first gets a shirt and you see the stack of shirts, I was like, "Oh, I hope he has to change his shirt." The fact that he had to do it like 6 times.
Great. Honestly, we want that shirt.
Yes, I do. It's
good merch.
And this movie gave me everything I wanted.
Yes, it's a fun ride. Stupid
It's a romp.
characters, silly story, but told pretty well, and the special effects are pretty dope.
Well, when you text me, you're like, "Actually, I kind of like this film." I was like, "Oh, very decent storytelling. Like very well paced and plotted out. It's a decently put together film."
Yeah, and some of the actors, you can tell
Pretty
we're
good.
really trying.
All of the actors are trying.
Yeah, some a little too hard, but it's okay.
Hey,
It helps the camp.
I'd much rather have a director say, "Hey, do a little less,"
Yeah.
than have a director be like, "I need you to bring more."
The actress playing Liv, her facial expressions could reach the back of a theater.
To the moon, baby.
Her eyes are so big, I thought they were gonna pop out of her face.
Yes, she knows how to like telegraph an emotion.
You know, she did a lot of live theater.
She's been doing theater since she was like a 3-year-old.
You think any of this was ad-libbed?
The whole script. I actually don't know if there was. I think this was actually a real documentary.
If you were to ask Nic Cage to see if you could see the script, he'd be like, "No script,
What script?
right here. This is where the script is."
You want to see the script, huh?
Uh-huh.
Me too.
You know where the real script is? Right here.
I can see him being like, "You know what the script is? In el corazón."
Yeah. And then he just walks away doing the Nic Cage thing, man.
Hops on a horse and rides off and be like, "Didn't he drive here in a car?"
Yeah, what the fuck? Where'd he get the horse? Dude, you can never guess with Nic Cage. That guy is a man of mystery. As we see in
A
this film.
literal international man of mystery.
What is in those cans? It just says punch. Is it
It's a soda.
just soda?
It says punch pop at one of the angles of it.
He
And
is
then like it looks like
obsessed.
Coke.
Do you think he's just like a
Coca-Cola.
recovering alcoholic? So he's just drinking all of these
I
sodas?
think he's on the autistic spectrum.
Hot take.
That's why he like follows rules exactly to the T. That's why he's a mute and he doesn't talk.
Interesting.
Yet he, hey, I was told to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to take care of this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I got to protect people because that's what I do. That's what I know is right.
Extremely talented.
Of course.
Wow.
And really responsive to the pinball machine.
Yeah. Interesting. Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if that's the
Intention. No.
I doubt it's the intention, but passable theory.
That's what I bet you Nicolas Cage in one of his actor classes was thinking that.
I mean, well, has he ever done any method acting? Is he known to get deep into any of his roles? Even when he was, considered one of the top. I doubt it. I doubt that he fucking burned
He's
his
just
skull.
Always Nicolas Cage. I don't know. He's just Nic Cage.
Yes, dude.
He hasn't played an actual character since Family Man.
I miss. I was just about to bring that up. Thank you for reading my mind. I miss rom-com Nicolas Cage because in Family Man, he was great.
He was incredible, impeccable.
Yeah.
And I do like Don Cheadle in that as well.
And I love Tay Leone.
I still struggle with her because of Spanglish.
Struggle in what sense? Oh, that you don't
Liking
like her because she's a bitch.
Loved her in Fun with Dick and Jane. Hated her in Spanglish.
That's reasonable. That is definitely reasonable.
Do you have a best person on set award?
It's gonna have to go to Nicolas Cage, dude, because he
For his
produced it as
producing.
well. Yeah. Obviously, I mean, because I know you did.
His acting is not the best Nic Cage acting,
That's him doing. Yeah,
but he is doing a lot. Mm-hmm. He is conveying so much without
dances for
one
us.
word.
He does some weird, crazy, entertaining dancing when he wins in pinball.
He kills it at pinball.
Yeah,
He gets over 900 million.
which I don't play much pinball, but that's a big number.
Getting 1 million is pretty standard in pinball, but getting over 900 million to the point where it has to go to the negative.
I haven't played pinball in so long.
We should find a pinball machine.
You said that 5 times to me.
Because I'm trying to like plant this Inception it, and then in like 4 years you're gonna be like, Alex, I bought a pinball machine. I'm like, nice.
Hey, you could buy one too and just put it in your room for right now. We don't have space in here. Why'd you look at the ceiling? We're not going to put a pinball in the ceiling. We're not putting a pinball machine in here. We are not putting a pinball machine in here.
If I can find space, maybe we can.
What's that? Why such a spiteful tone?
Because I'm gonna build it out the window. I'm gonna build a special room
Okay. In this house?
outside the window.
Good luck convincing my parents to do that.
They won't see it.
They won't?
It'll be above the garage, so when they pull in,
You know how far this idea is going to get? Right here.
yes,
right now. And that's it.
I can see because like behind your eyes, you're very upset that I would say such a stupid thing.
I'm upset that you committed to such a stupid thing. And you commit to stupid things often.
Well, I'm here doing a podcast with you.
That's Are you really offending me or are you offending yourself?
No, but that's how I cover when I feel scared.
We're learning so much about you on this episode.
I'm vulnerable. Right
I
now.
love vulnerable Alex. Alex should be more vulnerable on these podcasts.
That's what every woman's ever told me.
You should be more transparent on this mic. Come on. Tell us your deep, dark secrets. I do it.
Okay.
Okay, not on this episode, but on a highly irrelevant episode. Who's your best person on set?
Nic Cage.
Oh, you said it too?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I give it a 5 out of 5. This is a fun watch.
It's a fun watch. A 5 out of 5 is too much. I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. Yeah, 3 out of 5 because I get it if people don't want to watch this movie. What?
It can be that.
You're not finishing the phrase. Can't be that bad. That's what 3 out of 5 means for us.
I know, but I like to think of it as like it can be that, just 3 words.
Why?
Because a 1 out of 5, it. A 2 out of 5, it can.
Your logic is weird. And I'm pretty sure 0 people followed that logic. You make no sense. Okay. Baddies. Watch this movie. It's available on all streaming websites. Obviously, am I so mean?
You're so mad. You're just like, we're done. Baddies, watch the episode. Rate us 5 stars. Subscribe. You can follow me at Christian has asthma.
You can follow me at Call Me Jesus.
Is that how I sound?
Is that how I sound? It's the end of the night. I think it's sleepy time for Alex soon, right?
Yes. But I had some chicken nuggies, and I think that's why I'm acting like this.
It should make you lethargic.
That's exactly it.
Oh, is this you being lethargic? I can't decipher that.
Oh, okay. I thought that was.
You're a silly man.
I'm gonna take that as a compliment.
Tis.
Tits.
Any last words?
You said it.
Tits. Baddies. Check this movie out. It's fucking fun. Nicolas Cage, we miss you.
But thank you for still being here. I mean, you actually haven't gone anywhere, and we really enjoy your last couple of films.
Yeah, and we'll be doing more on this podcast, honestly.
Yeah. If you were listening, Nicolas Cage.
Yeah. Any honorable shout outs to any of the other cast members? Because we're giving him a lot of praise, but these young up and coming actors, if they do happen to listen to this review. Huh?
Tosta. Liv was good.
Yes. Liv, I think, will be showing up in some things. Kaylee Cowan, who was the slutty girl. I don't know why I feel like I'm offending anyone by saying that, but that's what her character was.
Her skirt was literally open.
Yes. Yup. And they died while fucking. And Tyrell Hill, who is in Judas and the Black Messiah.
Yes.
Who plays Bobby.
Yep, Bob.
Secretly the best actor on this set. Before Nicolas Cage. Honestly did very well.
Before Nicolas Cage was an actor, this guy was doing it.
Before he was an actor? How old do you think this guy is? This guy looks 25.
I just thought it was funny because you said before Nicolas Cage.
Oh, it's the way I structured my sentence. I'm a stupid. All right, Alex, sing us out.
It can be that good.
It can't be that bad. Oh, 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 it can't be that bad.